What's up, everybody, and welcome to my TNA IMPACT Wrestling review. A lot of things on the show, as the finals for the Bound for Glory playoffs would be EC3 versus Mike Bennett. Whoever wins will go off the Bound for Glory to face Bobby Lashley for the World Heavyweight Championship. As they talked about tonight's show, Galloway, they were talking to Galloway at the back, which was last week, since he was pissed off after being attacked and losing his spot to be in the Bound for Glory playoffs and getting a chance to face the World Heavyweight Champion. And he just walked away after that. JB was in the ring then, as Bennett and EC3 were there. Bennett pretty much mocked EC3, like, we're back at this again, huh? And he was going to get payback on him and Dixie Carter. And he pretty much talked EC3 how, accidentally beat Galloway and everything. But this battle's supposed to happen forever. This is still this whole God versus the devil thing. As Bennett says, he was a miracle and he was going to pin EC3 tonight. As EC3 pretty much said, Bennett's voice was all shrill and everything. You better be thinking about the punches he's going to take to his face and chest tonight, because EC3 was going to beat him because he had the skill, talent, and ability. He beat him at Slammiversary for his redemption, and he's going to beat him again tonight to go for Bound for Glory, as everybody chanted EC3 then. And EC3 says, well, Bennett said everything EC3 can do, he can do better, pretty much. And Bennett says he will beat Ethan tonight, and he will be the world champion in less than one year in this company. As pretty much Bennett told EC3, this is like EC3 is the Peyton Manning to his Tom Brady and stuff. And EC3, I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna bring Moose, Maria, the analogies, or these wannabes that are out here to face me. And EC3 said there's nothing going to stop me from going to Bound for Glory to win the World Heavyweight Championship. But Bennett says he doesn't need Moose, he doesn't need Maria, and he can do this on his own tonight. As the crowd talked about, the crowd then saw Moose coming. As Moose came out and everybody did the Moose arm thing. Pretty much him and EC3, him and Bennett jumped EC3 and took him out then. Eli Drake was in the back talking about the King of the Mountain Championship, how he's going to take out James Storm. He's only going to be crying crocodile tears and crocodile beers, pretty much. And that's a fact of life. Eli Drake then went against James Storm for the King of the Mountain title, and if Storm lost, he had to give up pretty much beer and a theme song and other stuff, which was actually a really good match, really. As much as no one doesn't care about this title or anything, really, because it was actually a really, really good match. And Storm was able to pick up the win with the last call super kick, becoming the new King of the Mountain champion and stuff. So, Storm, he got the win, and it was pretty good. I'll say that. And that really a bad match. Lashley then came out talking to Storm, and he pretty much congratulated him and everything, and he told him, like, all these titles and stuff, because when we win championship belts, we don't have to give titles to other sports teams and everything like other companies do. You don't see me walking around with the NBA trophy, huh? He said he has the X Division and the world title to do that. And Storm says, I've been an Olympic champion under a minute for that title. You're just an NCAA champion, so I can beat you in seconds. And Lashley pretty much said that Storm, he's writing checks that he can't cash or whatever. And he said he intimidated Storm, or he intimidates everybody else. And he says, why don't you put it on the line, huh? Why don't you put that belt on the line? He said he respected Lashley, Storm, but he said he would beat the crap out of him, but respect out of him anyways, because Lashley said, you can do this now, or it'll be the wager. Or I can just go buy you a $500 replica title then, and we'll see how that works. And Storm said, respect this went out the window because he likes ass whoopings. He called him a bitch after that. As pretty much said that next week, the TNA title, the X Division title, and the King of the Mountain title will all be on the line. So what is Lashley trying to do now? Take all the belts to Bound for Glory. Next, he'll take the tag titles. I think Kurt Angle did this before, if I remember, but I'm not sure. Allie was talking about Gail Kim, as Maria pretty much said that, she'll never face for the title again, and Ali said never, 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 never. So you know what? You're going to be facing Ali tonight. But the good segment, really good segment between Lashley and Storm right there for next week. Like I said, the belt doesn't really mean that much, but at least it put on a good segment. After that, they went back to the Tale of Rosemary. You know, he said he wanted to go because he had to, I could be drinking the pie watching football, but he wanted to keep telling the story about Johnny in the barn. Gail Kim came out to face Ali, but it was a handicap match with Sienna. Pretty much Gail Kim beat Ali in the ring, so they would take out Sienna and she'll still move on to whatever. Broken Matt. It's about Brother Nero. Brother Nero. He had cost him the world title, but they must go back to where they came from and get the tag team titles back, as he will win it again. Chomping his teeth he does. Matt Hardy. Matthews said next week TNA will be live, and it will be Bobby Lashley versus James Storm for the King of the Mountain, X Division, and World Heavyweight Championship. Matt Hardy and Reby came out to the ring as Vanguard 1 summoned Brother Nero, Absolute Mule, as Reby said obsolete, and that Jeff was not, that is not his name. You assisted the third version of Ethan Carter. Third version of Ethan Carter. And he's going to punish Jeff for losing the titles. And you will be a spot monkey or some gorilla, and you will earn me my money. Pretty much, you will betrayed me, and we shall regain the tag team titles. He summoned Senor Ryder to bring his opponent to Brother Nero, Dunn, and Taylor. It was pretty much Chuck Taylor and JT Dunn. And Jeff went against him. Was actually a somewhat entertaining match, especially as Matt pretty much took a fan out of the crowd and bit him, and his mouth was bleeding all over the place, and he told Jeff not to do a twist of fate, do a swanton, but he did it anyway and won. Matt pretty much hit Jeff with a twist of fate, and then Jeff still won the match and yelled delete, delete, delete. The Matt thing is insane. It's crazy, but I love every little second about it. With Matt Hardy now grabbing fans and now throwing them out of the ring and biting them, which is insane. The Tribunal and Al Snow went against Grado and Mahabla Shera, which was pretty good match. I still think it's not going well, and they didn't have a fixer out there, Tyrus, with them, but we'll see how this Grado and Shera thing comes on to be. The Rosemary is back at the bar about Montgomery the Tree and the spells and Johnny Violator, and maybe she killed Johnny. And Bram said it was getting late. He wanted to go, but you know, we all get our outlets on Hearts Broken on Valentine's Day. As pretty much Rosemary started acting crazy and grabbed a machete, and pretty much Crazy Steve held him down, and pretty much Abyss and them started attacking. The Decay attacked them, and they pretty much threw Bram in the back of a car trunk, and I think Rosemary got in there, and they drove off. I don't know where this is going, but it did. Not the greatest thing, but it was okay. But last week's was better. Mike Bennett then went against EC3 in the finals for the Bound for Glory playoffs, which was a really great match. Better than the Slammiversary match, as others would say now. So it was actually a really good match. Not really a ref bump or anything. And it was enjoyable. You can't get mad at it. So it was actually an enjoyable match, and there wasn't really a lot of bad things going out in this. So EC3 was able to pick up the win, even though Moose and them really did try to involve. Got a one-on-one match. It was really great, and hopefully now EC3 will now go against Bobby Lashley at Bound for Glory, and I guess it'll probably be a great match, but a really great main event tonight, especially EC3 winning. I think they got the right guy to face him at Bound for Glory for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. But I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.